Under Putin's leadership, Russia has emerged as a formidable military force, redefining the global geostrategic landscape. When Vladimir Putin first ascended to the helm of power, Russia was a nation in transition, trying to find its place in a post-Soviet world. Putin, however, had a vision. He recognized the importance of a strong military as an instrument of national power and international influence. He embarked on a path of military modernization and expansion, investing heavily in defense initiatives. These initiatives were designed to restore Russia's standing as a global military power, a status it had lost in the chaotic aftermath of the dissolution of the Soviet Union. One such initiative was the development of Russia's nuclear arsenal. Under Putin's direction, Russia pledged to continue developing its nuclear capabilities, including ballistic missiles, submarines, and strategic bombers, as a key component of its military strength. This commitment was seen as crucial for ensuring Russia's sovereignty and territorial integrity. In parallel, Putin also focused on enhancing Russia's conventional military capabilities. He launched ambitious projects to modernize the country's armed forces, including the development of new weapon systems and the upgrading of existing ones. He also sought to improve the training and readiness of Russia's military personnel, incorporating lessons learned from past military engagements into the country's training programs and equipment supply. At the same time, Putin was not averse to using military force to achieve his objectives. Under his leadership, Russia engaged in a number of military interventions, most notably in Ukraine. These actions underscored Putin's willingness to use force to protect Russia's interests and assert its influence on the global stage. As a result, Russia's military prowess under Putin's leadership has been a defining characteristic of his reign. His iron fist approach has not only transformed Russia's military capabilities, but also reshaped the country's role in the world, making it a force to be reckoned with in the realm of global politics and security. The ties between Russia and China have had significant impacts on the global defense sector. In the grand game of geopolitics, the alliance between the roaring bear of Russia and the rising dragon of China has grown stronger under Putin's leadership. This bond has been notably visible in the defense sector, where both nations have engaged in a symbiotic relationship that has bolstered their respective military capabilities. Key players in this relationship are the defense firms of both nations. In China, Beijing-based defense contractor Poly Technologies has been a crucial player. Despite global condemnation of Russia's actions in Ukraine, Poly Technologies maintained its trade relationships with sanctioned Russian defense companies. The exchange of military technologies and equipment, including parts for military helicopters used in Russia's operations, underscores the strength of this relationship. However, it's important to note that while this trade helps fortify Russia's defense capabilities, there is no evidence that these goods are directly supporting Russia's war efforts. The crux of the matter lies in the potential for China to provide lethal aid to Russia. This possibility has raised eyebrows in the international community and sparked debates about the intricate dynamics of international defense trade. Yet, despite the controversy, the ties between Chinese and Russian defense firms endure. They continue to navigate the complex waters of balancing economic interests with geopolitical considerations. The trade between these firms doesn't involve the munitions most needed by Russia's military in the ongoing conflict. Instead, they focus on a more strategic exchange of technologies and equipment that could have long-term implications on the global defense landscape. The strengthening partnership between China and Russia in the defense sector has inevitably raised questions about China's support for Russia amid conflicts. Despite US restrictions and global scrutiny, China has denied providing weapons to either side in the conflict. These enduring ties have not only fortified Russia's defense capabilities, but also raised international concerns about the potential for China to provide lethal aid to Russia. In a world increasingly concerned with nuclear disarmament, Russia has made clear its commitment to nuclear development. Under the leadership of President Vladimir Putin, Russia has reaffirmed its dedication to enhancing its nuclear arsenal, a strategy that underscores the country's emphasis on sovereignty and territorial integrity. Central to Russia's nuclear ambitions is the development of its nuclear triad, a three-pronged military force structure that includes land-launched nuclear missiles, strategic aircraft with nuclear bombs or missiles, and nuclear missile-armed submarines. Each component of this triad plays a critical role in Russia's defense strategy, and its ability to project power on a global scale. Let's start with ballistic missiles. These land-based weapons are a formidable part of Russia's nuclear force. With their strategic intercontinental range, these missiles can deliver a nuclear payload to virtually any corner of the globe, ensuring Russia's capacity for a powerful retaliatory strike should it come under attack. Next, we have strategic bombers. These heavy-duty aircraft capable of carrying nuclear bombs or missiles provide Russia with a flexible and visible component of its nuclear triad. With their ability to be mobilized quickly and fly at high speeds, these bombers add a layer of unpredictability to Russia's nuclear strategy, keeping potential adversaries on their toes. Last but not least, nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines form the underwater component of Russia's nuclear triad. Stealthy and elusive, these submarines can lurk undetected in the world's oceans, ready to launch their deadly payload if called upon. This capability provides a credible deterrent and ensures that Russia maintains a second strike capability, a critical element in nuclear strategy. With Putin at the helm, Russia has not only maintained its nuclear triad, but is actively working on modernizing it. New submarines are being built, missile technology is advancing, and strategic bombers are being updated. These efforts are all part of a broader plan to ensure Russia's military readiness and safeguard its national interests. With a significant nuclear arsenal, Russia under Putin's leadership has become one of the world's largest nuclear powers. As we continue our journey into understanding Putin's military legacy, the emphasis on nuclear development provides a stark reminder of the strategic importance Russia places on its defense capabilities. Russia's military modernization efforts have been a key focus of Putin's defense strategy. Anchoring the resurgence of Russia's military prowess, these modernization initiatives have been more than just a show of force. They reflect a deep-seated belief in the importance of a strong defense apparatus for ensuring national sovereignty and territorial integrity. A significant aspect of these efforts has been the development of advanced missile technology. Under Putin's watch, Russia has made substantial strides in this area, creating a range of sophisticated ballistic missiles that have significantly enhanced the country's strategic capabilities. These aren't just any missiles, they are strategic intercontinental ballistic missiles, capable of reaching targets thousands of miles away, carrying a potent payload that underlines Russia's status as a major nuclear power. But the modernization drive isn't just about missiles. Another key aspect of Putin's defense strategy has been the construction of new submarines. These aren't just any submarines, these are nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, the silent predators of the deep seas. Equipped with the latest technology and armed with a lethal array of weapons, these submarines form a crucial part of Russia's nuclear triad, offering a potent deterrent against any potential aggression. These initiatives have not been without controversy. Critics argue that they reflect a dangerous escalation in military tensions and a return to the Cold War-era mentality of an arms race. However, from Putin's perspective, these efforts are crucial for safeguarding Russia's national interests and maintaining its sovereignty in an increasingly complex and volatile global landscape. The modernization of Russia's military under Putin's leadership is therefore more than just an exercise in power projection. It's a reflection of a strategic vision that places a high premium on defense readiness and national security. And it's a vision that, for better or worse, has transformed Russia into a formidable military power in the 21st century. These modernization efforts have significantly bolstered Russia's military capabilities and reflected Putin's strategic emphasis on defense readiness. Putin's leadership has indelibly shaped Russia's military prowess. As we've delved into this journey, we've seen how Putin's strategic emphasis on national security has been a defining aspect of his tenure. This focus has been crystal clear in the way Russia has boosted its military might, pouring substantial resources into defense modernization initiatives, thereby reflecting a strategic emphasis on readiness and resilience. Just as the rising dragon has found common ground with the roaring bear, so too have the defense sectors of Russia and China found strength in unity. Despite global tensions and sanctions, these two nations have maintained their defense trade relations, underlining their shared geopolitical and economic interests. This relationship, though complex, has been instrumental in shaping Russia's military capabilities and strategic alliances. Russia's commitment to nuclear development under Putin's watch is another key facet of this narrative. By pledging to expand its nuclear arsenal, which includes ballistic missiles, submarines, and strategic bombers, Russia has emphasized its sovereignty and territorial integrity. With around 6,000 nuclear warheads, it remains one of the world's largest nuclear powers. The drive for modernization has been another cornerstone of Putin's military legacy. From constructing new submarines to developing advanced missile technology, Russia has been relentless in its pursuit of military advancement. This focus on modernization has not only enhanced Russia's defense capabilities, but also its geopolitical standing. In the end, under Putin's leadership, Russia has emerged as a formidable military force, influencing not only the country's geopolitical stance, but also the global geostrategic landscape.